Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the chair log. Whoa! I ain't playing guitar for you today, sorry. I'll play a little bit for you. Oh. Beep-a-do, beep beep ba do. Yeah. Oh god, what a freaking nightmare this week has been. Everything's good though, everything's gonna be okay. The bad stuff, my girlfriend's car broke down, my taxes got rejected, so I need to figure that out still. God, dude, taxes is so annoying. I don't know why I even do it. Like, what's the point? Like, anyone's gonna come after me? I'm a freaking loser. I'm a guitar loser. They're barely getting any money from me this year anyways, because I made like nothing last year. This year's taxes is gonna be horrible with all that freaking YouTube money coming in. The JC bucks, as I call it. Or I don't even know if it's gonna be that good. I feel like this last Jacob Collier video was kind of a dud. I might need to find a new cash cow pretty soon. That's alright. He's done enough for me. God, it's a little bright in here, huh? The good stuff, though, I found an apartment. We signed a lease. Whoa, I know. We got, like, the last apartment in this town because, you know, it's a college town, so the housing is just horrible. We actually got the apartment that we wanted most. It's actually kind of a miracle. I think we were on a waiting list for the place that we really wanted, and just somehow we just made it to the front of the waiting list. I guess everybody else's application got denied, which is weird to think about that they got beat out by a guitar loser like me. But I'll take it. I'll take the good fortune. We'll see what the place looks like too, because the rent is cheap. So, you know, I don't my hopes aren't too high. I didn't actually see the interior. Should be interesting though. We'll see what happens. Yeah, what's new with you? You doing well? You know, this is just a log between the logs. It's just been so busy with everything. Like, so many things have been going wrong that's preventing me from filming, and just keeping up with everything. It's just a lot right now. So, you know, we're just gonna make a quick little update video, and I'm gonna answer a comment question, so don't leave yet. I might answer your comment question, so hold on now. Man, I'm excited to move. I'm ready to get out of this town. I am ready to set up a new film studio. Guys, I'm gonna have an entire room to film, which, like, technically I have an entire apartment right now, but I'm gonna set the room up real nice. So I'm gonna have, like, different scenes again, like the chair section scene and then the computer scene. Because I don't know, it just feels kind of lame not having that. Okay, let's break into some of these comment questions. We'll see how long we go for. So this one is from Michael Coppola 7523. How's it going, friend of the channel? Question, colon, why do classical guitarists still insist on learning to read sheet music? I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why are we doing this? Why even stop at reading music too? Why are we even reading in general? The title of this video is just gonna be a bunch of gibberish I type in my keyboard because I'm done with reading. It's stupid. Time to get over it, guys. Seems like a complete waste of time at this point. Yeah, dude. All I play is classical? Wow, dude. All you play is classical and you're like, reading is stupid. Never used or felt a need for sheet music a day in my life and have developed a pretty extensive repertoire. Ultimate Guitar app alone, for example, has enough material to keep anyone busy for 1,000 lifetimes. That is true. Dude, let's head on down over to Ultimate Guitar right now and see what we got. Oh, terrible fingering. Yeah, I don't know about that. The issue with relying on ultimateguitar.com, it's kind of like just relying on wikipedia.com for like all research. It's good for probably 95% of what you're gonna do, but for that real nuanced stuff, I don't think it's gonna help you. Which, if you're taking classical guitar seriously, you're gonna want the nuance that comes with like a good addition of some music that you're working on. Tablature on guitar, I'm just kind of spitballing here, so hold on. Tab on guitar is kind of the same as memorizing a Bible verse by listening to it in a sermon. It's definitely doable, and you will memorize it, but there's no substitute for just knowing how to read the Bible on your own and just memorizing it from that. Because first off, you're now only relying on the accounts of the people who actually wrote the Bible or the edition of the Bible that you're reading from. If you don't know how to read, you're relying on the sermon and the pastor giving it. You have to trust that he knows what he's doing. Like, can he even freaking read? And is he interpreting things in ways that you don't really know about? Because how could you know? You can't verify any of it. So you're kind of just putting your trust into one person, and it kind of becomes a game of telephone after a while. Which, of course, if we look at more popular pieces, that's probably not as much of an issue because they're so heavily vetted by so many people who do know what they're doing. But that's only for the most popular stuff. I feel like even famous editions of music can be wrong in some ways too. I don't know. It's just different. There's a difference, you know? You also lose a lot of stuff in tab. This kind of goes hand in hand with what I said. If I show you some music right now, like look at this. This is Soar Opus 60 number 1. And the first line, what do you think the most special part of that measure is? Like what looks special? Yeah, it's the 7th measure. If you were to look at that in tab, which I don't know if I can show that in tab, but it would just look like 6 lines with a bunch of numbers on it, you'd have no idea what you're even looking at. And already classical guitarists have this issue of just kind of putting fingers down and not really knowing what they're playing. If they're just reading tab, that's especially the case, because at least you can rely on that F sharp as like, oh, that's special, I should do something with that. And you can actually see the rising and falling of the line very clearly. You can't see that as clearly with tab, because unless you're just on one string seeing the numbers go up or down, you can't really know if the pitch is rising or falling. Like it can be going to the lower strings, but the numbers are going higher, and it's like, well, what's the like conversion rate here of numbers to strings to tell if it's a descending or ascending line? You sacrifice a lot of that musical information for the geographical information. The geography of tab is really easy. Like a baby could do it. I think when I first started learning tabs, my dad told me like 2 sentences worth of instruction and I immediately could just read tab. Probably as well as I read tab right now. But in that, you're sacrificing a lot of the musical information, the context and stuff. So I do very much think that it's worth reading sheet music still. I wouldn't give up on that. Plus, books like Pumping Nylon and many others are all available on tab now. Ah, that's a great question. So, when it comes to books like Pumping Nylon, which I've never gone through Pumping Nylon, mind you, but my understanding is it's a training book, and it teaches you exercises. Exercises that I imagine go something like this. They're like that kind of stuff. I've never done those. I don't really do those. Maybe I should sometime. I think that it would be really, really stupid to write those out in sheet music because that's not music. Why would you use musical notation to write out an exercise? So when it comes to an exercise or something like that, yeah, it makes perfect sense to write that as a tab. Like the sharps and flats don't matter. That just confuses things. Like when you see speed bursts written out, like F natural, F sharp, and you have to write natural sharp for each one. It just completely muddies up the line. It looks horrible. So I agree with you. Writing that kind of stuff out in sheet music is really dumb. But when it comes to actually playing music, I would definitely suggest using sheet music, learning how to read sheet music. It's actually not that hard. Like, I teach my students how to do it, like, pretty quickly. Email me for lessons, by the way. I'm fully booked right now, but I'll put you on the waiting list. Speaking of waiting lists, right? Man, it hurts when I get put on a waiting list. So I'm glad that I'm off of that now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Do we have time for one more question? Let's see here. I just put out that Jacob Collier video, so everything's kind of full right now. Man, you guys hate Jacob Collier. Can we get some Jacob Collier love in the comments? Okay, you know what? I have a few questions here, and we're going to end it on this. This one is from Martin Exerl. Be a man and react to Robert Fripp. With a comment under it from Barklord. Do you sense fear? No, I'm not afraid. From Zoe Bodyguard 2033. I will forever be waiting for the Robert Fripp reaction log. Oh my goodness. Ha ha ha. 35 upvotes. Same guy, Ingve before Fripp? I can't believe this. Fripp uses classical style arpeggios but plays them with a pick, using cross-picking, fracture, and fractured. What? Dagnabbit, I'm still waiting for Frippy. Same guy. Okay. Dude, oh my god, Zoe Bodyguard, all you comment about is Robert Fripp. Okay, you know what? How could I deny you if you've asked so many times? Is Robert Fripp coming up? Hey, well, you know, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like, all that stuff. Want some guitar lessons? Send me an email if you want. If you want to be part of this seminar where I'm going to teach you how to teach a guitar lesson. I do it all, baby. Join my Patreon for that. Seminars May 3rd, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be anywhere else. Merch at Ruden's Delight, you know the deal. I'm gonna try to crank out some more videos this week, so I'm gonna go do that. Whoa, I wonder what I'm gonna make this one about. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Whoa!